First of all, let me apologize for the quality of this video. I recorded it out of theater, so it may not look that great. Maybe kind of choppy, not too sure, but I apologize in advance. What this video is going to be about, or this commentary is going to be about, is about YouTube, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Like if you're thinking about starting a channel, I want to give you some pieces of advice or words of wisdom that I had to go through really early on. And of course, there's the good things. Let me point out a couple of good things first. I'm not going to get into the good things too much because it's pretty obvious. You get subscribers, you get positive feedback, you get acknowledgement. Sometimes we need that in life, people to acknowledge when we do something well, and you do get a lot of that. But before all of that good stuff, you get a lot of bad stuff, a lot of criticism. People will constantly point out things you don't do well, whether it's a speech pattern, whether it's your gameplay, whether it's the inflection you use in your voice or the lack thereof. People are highly critical, but then again, you're putting yourself out there basically to have people criticize what you do. That's why there's a comment section and a like and a dislike. You're gonna get your fair share of haters, man. You have to have a really thick skin for this stuff. I'm a grown man, and sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes the haters get to me. There's only so many times you could be called a faggot before you want to lash out. But it's part of it, man. That's the way it is. When you choose to put yourself out there and you try to speak correctly and have the proper inflection in your voice and come out semi-professional, people are going to jump on you for that. People jump on me from time to time because I don't talk like, "Yo, man, this is a serious drama, man. I'm about to drop a Moab on these noobs." Yeah, that's not me. I don't care to portray or try to be something I'm not. And because of that, I get a lot of shit for it. I'm a nice person, I think. Sometimes too nice. Sometimes it's mistaken for weakness. Sometimes people think they can talk to me a certain way when they really can't. I have a really bad temper, and I try to stay away from saying that because I hate when people say, "Oh, I have a," like it kind of like when people say, "Oh, I have a really bad temper," it makes it seem like, well, they're a badass, and whatever. I don't want anybody to think that of me. I'm a good person, a nice person, and that's the way I want people to think of me. And hopefully that's the way I portray myself, because that's the way I want to put myself out there, as a good guy. But you're going to have to prepare yourself for a lot of hate. Your skin is going to have to be, again, extremely thick. Because people will pick on the littlest things. I've had my gameplay picked on. I've had just about everything, my family attacked. My career attacked. I mean, you name it. I've had bad things said about it. That's just the way it is. A lot of times you don't see that stuff because I delete it. And it gets to you after a while sometimes, though. And especially if you're really young, you have to go into this with a mentality that I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to accept any criticism. And if it's not constructive, I'm not even going to finish reading it. I'm just going to delete it and block that person. You have to do your thing. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Be sincere about what you do. Be passionate about what you do, and that'll come across. Gameplay is really important too. It really is. For me to almost be at 5,000 subscribers, it's basically, I think, because I have an ability to touch people in a certain way or come across as sincere. For a younger person, that's extremely difficult. They don't necessarily have the life stories. But you guys can put a lot of time into this game and be really good. And that's going to help. To be able to put that Moab in the title, or that double or triple Moab in the title, helps. Helps you to get seen. Helps you to get noticed. But again, if my daughter came to me today and says, I want to start a YouTube channel, I definitely wouldn't encourage it. Because there's some hateful people out there, man. So before you start a channel, or even if you have no interest in starting a channel and you're wondering, you're thinking that, oh yeah, those commentators have it easy. They have a PVR. They have all the equipment to put up videos. Man, I wish I could do that. There's a lot of downside to it too. A lot. There's a lot of bitter people, man, that just go about to troll people and to put people down. And to me, it's kind of been like, hey, if I don't like a video, I just click off of it and go watch another one. This is not my thing. Generally, I'm not going to put a hateful comment there. I'm just not. At times, I've got into these kind of arguments over Twitter or over YouTube. Basically, most of the time it's backing up my friends, because I'm a pretty loyal friend in the sense where no matter what, I'm going to defend my friend and ask questions later. Like, hey, why did that happen? But initially, what I'm going to do is defend my friends. That's just the person that I am. But anyway, a little bit of a commentary on the negative side of YouTube and how hard it can be. It's going to be really hard early on to get yourself out there. But it can be done, but it's not going to be easy. This has been Serious Drama. Be kind, be good, be safe. I'm out.